Yep. Damn, I forgot to turn on my. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another Geeks Forever podcast. I am your host, the one, the only, Captain Mexico, and also joining me is the man with the plan, the Ayatollah of rock and roller, Jace.
Woo!
No, mine's light, so I'm not as bright. That's much better. All right. So, not joining us today is Keyblade Sonic. He had stuff going on today. He had stuff adulting.
Some say we're the same person because we're never in the same place.
That's true, except a couple of
Except for
years
it's,
ago.
it's
Y'all
technology
realize
at its finest.
I was about to say, you realize that you and Sonic have been on the show for almost 3 years?
We're mainstays. We're like your background, only you can't sell us.
That's right. They come and go as they please.
It's because
I've
we're
been.
worthless.
Jace is kind of like that one groundhog that there's a TikTok video of this groundhog that just like eats this dude's like crops in front of the security camera
Oh, I remember. So what are you
for
gonna do
like for
about it?
4 years. For 4 years, he's been doing that shit, like making eye contact with the camera. Like, what are you gonna do about it, bitch? You're gonna stop me? Everybody says I sound muffled.
It's because you're using a different mic.
I'm using the same mic. It's just not working the way I want it to.
Probably picking up your audio from your headset instead of your different microphone. You should be able to use a different one. Got to go into the settings.
Yeah. Let me see. Let me make a adjustment. Hold on. Jace, keep talking.
All right. From this point of view, we can see in Jesse's dimly lit background that he has yet to get a new gaming console to put stuff on top of. I can count at least 3 Broly in his background. One's directly above his head. I don't have much to talk about because I'm a boring old white man. Can't hear you now at all. This show's even better. If you mute the host, is it just a solo? What do y'all do for your Father's Day weekends while he's trying to fix his audio? I know what I did. I installed flooring in my friend's bathroom. It was also his Father's Day, so we just kind of did that together. Still can't hear you. And then he bought me pizza. Like Jesse was. Didn't you have like your elevation show yesterday? He can't answer me, but it's a fun show. It's way more when there's like the skinny. I can just talk bad about Jesse now, and he can't ever do anything about it. Well, he could technically just drop me, and then it would just be him in silence. Would he sabotage his own show? Yes, 100%. He'd deny it all the time, but he definitely would do that. Every time his internet was cut out, right. It was all him all along. It's just him without facial hair. It's smooth face Jesse. It's anti-Mexico, which would be just America. I can hear your mic now. It went away. Who would possibly have it out for Mexico? Oh, King Jesse. I was doing fine until you started unplugging stuff. I heard you laugh. That's a good sign.
Wait, no, you can't hear me.
I can hear you.
Wait, you can hear me?
No, I can't hear you.
Okay.
If you fall
Wait.
for that.
Okay, I know I did fall for that. It's weird because it's not showing that it's picking up any audio.
But it sounds like the what you're doing when we first got on. So yeah, it's definitely not muffled. You're using a new mic on this one instead of the old mic, or the same mic. I don't know.
I think maybe it needed a second. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, Sonic's not here to do the skinny, but we will talk about. So Sonic started doing this thing. Jesus Christ, that's bright.
Dark mode.
God damn, that is bright.
I can't do dark mode because I have 5 stage lights pointing at me right now.
Can I adjust my brightness? Jesus Christ. Oh, damn it. Now I lost my, where the restrict, there it goes. All right,
Ta-da.
so this is what we got. So the top 5. So Sonic does this thing where he gives you the weekend's box office charts. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So this weekend, at number 5, The Little Mermaid made $11 million, which is down 52% from when it first, from last week. Number 4 is Transformers: Rise of the Beast, which I think is the best Transformers since like maybe the third one. I don't know. It made 20 million, which is down by 66% from last week. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse was number 2. So Transformers was number 1 last week with Little Mermaid number 3. Now Little Mermaid's number 5. Transformers is 4. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse is number 3. It was number 2 last week. This weekend it made $27 million. It's down by 51%. Elemental's coming in at number 2 with 29 million. And The Flash made $55 million this past weekend.
Man, people will watch anything.
I do have to say the Flash movie was just not that great at all. It is one of those, like, I saw it and I don't want to like spoil anything, but I honestly give it like a 6 out of 10 because like the CGI was straight ass at some points of the movie.
The reviews I heard from it say that it looks like it's an unfinished movie.
It
It has
does look
this
unfinished.
mobile game graphic type of thing where it just looks janky.
So like if you watch it and you see him run, it kind of looks like he's skating on ice.
Which is how he always runs.
No, like his feet will move very fast, where it's more like.
That's how Ezra Miller's Flash runs. He runs like he's a speed skater.
No, I don't think so because
That's how he ran in the first one.
in the first movie or in
When
the Snyder Cut.
The Snyder Cut was not the Snyder Cut, but the Justice League movie. All the scenes where he was running, and you'd have a slow mo version of him doing it. He runs like a speed skater, which is what they said on the interviews of how he was running, was like a speed skater, like he was gliding.
That doesn't make any sense though, because I guess I was trying to compare it to the TV show.
The TV show runs like, and everyone made fun of Ezra Miller's Flash for the way he ran, because he ran like a weirdo. His arms would like flail like way in front of him, because that's how a speed skater runs.
I'm watching a scene from the Snyder Cut. Got to do the research while working. It's okay. He hasn't run yet. He's about to, like, the world just got destroyed. He's about to turn back time. So did he run the same in the Snyder Cut and the Josh Whedon cut?
Yeah, they were the same. He just runs weird. There's no real reason for it.
They're not showing his feet. I think that was a smart decision.
In the fight against Superman, they show some of his running in that one, and then against the Parademons, they show some of his running there too.
Okay. So the way he's running, turning time back, that is not bad compared to how it was in the Flash movie. It looked like it was bad. Like everything was moving so fast, and it looked like he was skipping, like sliding on ice. It just wasn't great. Like I didn't like it. I didn't like the CGI for the movie.
I feel like they put a. I didn't watch the movie because I'm not paying money to go see Ezra Miller because he's a criminal.
Mhm.
But I watched all the spoiler videos I could, and they didn't care about
So
the
what,
whole
like,
things.
what the hell is up with that? So what did he do?
He likes to just fight people and just assault them. He did it in Hawaii. He did it in a couple of episodes. He had like 3 separate occasions while the movie was filming where he just kept assaulting people.
Really? I thought it was that. I thought it had something. I thought it had something to do with kids.
No, he was just beating up and fighting people because he's a rich prick.
Oh, that's.
And I go with Keyblade on Twitch. He says like it was a pretty good movie, and the reviews that you're seeing, they're saying it's a good movie, but also a bad movie. They're
I hate that's a thing. Like for a DC movie, it's a good movie. Like because that just says like that actually says a lot more about DC than it does the actual movie. There's a
well,
Miller
Ezra doesn't
doesn't
go
go.
by he. So well they are a criminal. So I'm not going to watch deliberately pay for a movie, even though it's a superhero one. But
What do
DC
they go by?
superheroes,
They them.
I'm gonna go with that because I don't know. He was basically acting like Russell Crowe from South Park, but this was just sad. Yeah, he just goes around fighting people.
Really, that's that's kind of mess. Who is
They
he fighting?
people,
He's like 150 pounds soaking wet. I mean, they
yeah.
them they.
So just say Ezra.
I can't even say that. Miller Light over here weighs 150 pounds.
I don't
Uh,
know. I wasn't gonna watch for that reason, and I feel like it was a cameo movie because they showed all the people who were cameoing in it
mhm.
as a way of drawing people in to watch the movie, and then you know that it's not going to be canon for like all the other DC movies, pretty much.
You could
So
tell like when you watch the movie though, it's crazy when you watch it. So there are a lot of cameos. There's definitely a lot more cameos in the movie than there was actually advertised.
oh yeah,
But but it's crazy like there are scenes that try to be funny and it just came off like really dry or there were some scenes where you could tell they put it there for the audience to like go nuts and like the entire theater like chuckled every now and then, but they were like dead ass silent.
like wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Like it's that actor you like. But Spider Man did it better. So why would you watch the Flash do it?
I mean, if you really want to get down to the nitty gritty, the Flashpoint movie, the animated one, did it better, which is what the Flash movie is based off of.
It is based on that concept happening. I don't feel like it took anything from the comics.
It did take some stuff from the comics. It took the Flash saving Flash's mom.
Yeah, but that's a basic part from all the Flashpoint parts.
Like there are there are maybe like a few things that are very very similar, but other than that, it's kind of shit. I think it's a 6 out of 10. Like 6 is definitely above average. I thought it was okay. I didn't think it was great. I haven't seen the second Shazam movie because I just didn't give a shit. It's Black Adam. I still think Black Adam. It just tried really hard to be like a Marvel movie when it really shouldn't have been a Marvel movie. And Miller Light. I can't say the fucking name of the actor. Miller Light. There. If you already think that Ezra or Elsa Miller. Look, I don't know. Leave me alone.
Miller Lite was a good
Ezra
one. Stick with
Ezra
that one.
Miller Light. So if you think Miller Light's already annoying, there's 2 of this person in the movie.
That's twice the assaults.
And like it's funny because it like breaks the fourth wall. It's like, oh my god, you're annoying. Now I see why everybody thinks I'm annoying. I'm like, yeah. But it's like I don't know, dude. Like I watched it solely for Michael. I wanted to see Michael Keaton reprise his role as Batman. Like that's really why a lot of people went back to see it. and it was great. It was great to see Michael Keaton rephrase Batman. But when you watch the movie, you're like, Jesus, this is a Miller Lite movie. When I say Miller Lite, for those of you that are just joining us, I'm talking about Ereza Miller or whatever. So don't I don't think like man for like and the crazy thing is for Transformers, it was hard to get seats, but for the Flash, it was so easy to get seats that it was Spider Man was hard. Like we had to sit in the handicap section. Like this is a handicap seat. If somebody that's handicapable shows up, you have to forfeit your seat, no matter what.
Well, they shouldn't sell that many seats.
I don't know, man. I don't work there. But it was. I mean, it is like Spider Man Into the Spider Verse was great. This one's Across the Spider Verse, correct?
Yeah,
It's Into the Spider Verse, and now we have Across the Spider Verse. No spoilers yet. We gotta wait one more week before we can talk about that.
I heard it was amazing.
It was really good. There's a there's something that happens in the movie where people are comparing it to the Boondocks. I'm not gonna say what it was, but it was definitely funny now that I think about it and look back at it. But like, yeah, I think it's great. Definitely, we're gonna see some Spider-Man '99 cosplays at the next few conventions. We'll see how that goes.
I saw one clip of that clip's like a meme based off of the movie. It was the picture of Spider-Man 99 at the end of the first Spider-Verse movie and the picture of Spider-Man 99 during the current one, and he looks all beat up and depressed. It's like apparently this is what happens when you have a facility meant for thousands of Spider-Man. They just kind of wear you down.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck, this sucks.
I think Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse was like a
It's called Spider-Verse 2.
Spider-Verse 2. I think that's like an 8.5 out of 10.
I know people who watched it that don't watch superhero movies at all, don't watch Spider-Man. They said it was still a really good movie.
So. It really is. It's a great movie. Like an 8.5 out of 10 for me is a really high score. I think I still like No Way Home better. And they kind of do acknowledge that. They acknowledged it in the trailer. It's in the trailer. It's not a spoiler, by the way, guys. They acknowledged Doctor Strange and Spider-Man from a different universe, like messing with the multiverse. But it's so weird because Marvel has these bullshit societies that fuck with the multiverse or monitor the multiverse or just, have poker nights across the multiverse.
I think it's a weird concept that Marvel has the multiverse, but they also have the Spider-Verse in Marvel. Like that's not just something for the movies. Like that is like completely. It's like a subsection.
It's not so much as its own. Like the Spider-Men are like okay, they're from multiple universes where there's only Spider-Men from these universe or Spider
people
from these universes or spiders, whatever you want to call them, because there's not even people. There's the android,
Man
there's
of
the cat.
Spiders.
He has the cat, the pig, like a robot.
Spider-Pig.
Spider-Pig. Spider-Ham, actually.
Spider-Ham. Voiced by John Mulaney.
They come from universes where there's other heroes. Like there's the Council of Reed Richards, which is like a Reed Richards from every universe. You have the Council. You have the Kang Dynasty. You have the Council of Richards. You have the Guardians of the Multiverse. You have our Defenders of the Multiverse. I forgot what the fuck they're called. But you have so many different societies that guard the multiverse. Like like the Spider-Man is just like another. They're kind of like their own group. They're kind of like the Avengers of the multiverse without being the Avengers, because there's other groups that are kind of like the Avengers as well.
Where it's
so
just
Marvel,
Spider-Man.
Right. So like this one is kind of acknowledging that there are other heroes across the multiverse, but at the same time, like Sony's only limited to Spider-Man. They're like, oh yeah, we're only Spider-Man.
You have plenty of Spider-Man to choose from, so why not just make that? And there's been plenty of Spider-Verse centric comics that they can draw on without delving into other heroes that they don't have the rights to.
I'm just sick of Spider-Man movies at this point because we have too many. There's almost as many Spider-Man movies as Batman. I like the Miles Morales movies because they're different.
But are we counting all the Spider-Man movies?
Yeah. We have 3 for the MCU. There's 10? 10 now?
There's 10 that are named Spider-Man. You
Mhm.
have 2 Venoms now. That's 12 if you want to count them.
Okay, yeah. So if you
And then
count
you
the Venom.
have the Captain America Civil War. That's
So
13. That's where he first shows up.
So let's keep it directly no, let's not count Civil War because he had like a 10-minute cameo.
Well, he plays a big role in almost every movie he's in except for Civil War.
Let's not count crossovers then.
Okay. So you have 12 if you count the Venom movies.
Okay, yeah. I'll count the Venom because Venom might be connected to, like, nothing's been confirmed,
They haven't
but it
decided
might
what
be
they want to do.
right, but it might be connected to the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man movies because we know Morbius is connected to Venom.
So if you count Venom, then would you count Morbius in there? Which that'd be 13.
So if
That's the
it's
spider. That is the spider universe.
right, so let's go with Spider-Man centered movies.
Okay, so you're gonna throw Venom out then.
Well, no, they can count as Spider-Man centered because they're centered around that same thing. Like, keep in mind, we were gonna get a movie just about the Sinister Six. I don't even know
Morbius and
how that's gonna.
Craven. We don't know what Craven's gonna look like. If Craven has like Spider-Man or a Spider-Man villain in there other than Craven, I think you should count it. But like Venom feels like it's a separate movie from Spider-Man, but you just know it. You know it's related to Spider-Man.
So, yeah, originally Venom wasn't gonna be connected to Spider-Man at all,
But we
but
don't like standalone movies these days.
because they're stupid. Like, we want crossover shit. Like, hey, they're from the same shit. Why can't they hang out and have a beer?
Yeah. It's stupid to keep them separate too when it's free money. Like Flash just got $50 million this past weekend.
Yeah, and it had Batman in it.
Yeah.
More than one.
They should just have all the DC shows should just be called Justice League and then a title. Since they always have like 3 or 4 different heroes.
Well, it's because the CW that makes the Flash and the Arrow shows, they couldn't use like Batman or Wonder Woman or Superman at one point. But then they got the rights to use Superman, so that's why. But they couldn't use Wonder Woman or Batman. They could use old man Bruce
Batgirl.
Wayne. Yeah, they could use Batwoman.
Yeah, but for the movies, I think they should just call them Justice League and then a title because they always have like 3 or 4 different heroes in them, and then they don't have to focus on
I
the
don't
one
think
hero.
that would work though, because that's just confusing as shit. You want to go see
Cap-
the Justice League movie? Which one?
The number or the name. Whatever happened to putting numbers on things? Just put a number. Like there are there's 3 or 4 Avengers movies.
They don't have. There's 4. There's Avengers, Avengers Age of Ultron, Infinity War, and Endgame. And
Right.
then we're on our way to Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars.
Right. But Captain America Civil War is everything that an Avengers movie would be, but it's not an Avengers movie. But it
Yeah, because it's a
should
Hulk,
be.
so it doesn't count.
There's a Hulk or Thor because they would kill all the rest of them.
They were doing God shit.
In the comics, they wrote them out because Thor and Hulk would have easily swayed the fight and it wouldn't have been close. So they had to get them off planet.
Mm-hmm. I think, honestly, because we're getting a Godzilla. So, spoiler
Godzilla
alert,
universe.
we're getting
That's
a
another
Godzilla universe and we're getting a Transformers universe.
I don't like the idea of a Transformers universe because we're like, are we 7 movies in now?
Well, okay, so it's been rebooted. So in the current canon, it's 2: Bumblebee and then Transformers: The Age Beast Morphers, whatever the fuck you want to call them.
They're all like, there are the other movies that exist.
So the other movies,
but they all kind of feel the same.
Ironically, The Last Night was the last movie.
What's the one with the Age of Extinction or whatever with the dinosaur one?
That is called the Age of Extinction.
Hey, I got the name right.
Yeah, so it is Transformers Age of Extinction, and then it's Transformers The Last Night, which was the last movie under the Michael Bay banner. Then we got Bumblebee under a brand new director, and then we got the Beast Morphers one. But
But
they're creating a cinematic universe with Transformers. In the Transformers cinematic universe, it's not just Transformers though. I don't want to spoil.
GoBots.
Yeah, you got it. You fucking got it. Actually,
I want Transformers and Gundam.
aren't the Transformers more powerful than the Gundams?
They're older, and depending on which series it is, they're bigger.
G1 Optimus Prime, when he becomes Omega Prime, is like OP.
Just think that it's hard to say with speed either, because I don't know. Death Battle did a whole thing about it, but there are certain Gundams.
Optimus One.
Yeah, there are certain Gundams though that destroy multiple planets on the
So
regular.
Unicron, which this is why it's stupid, and I'll explain to you why it's so fucking stupid. Transformers, The Last Night. So Unicron is this giant transformer god that eats planets to survive.
Yeah,
Kind of a bullshit.
voiced. Who was it voiced by? A real famous actor who already gave up on acting.
Right. But what kind of a bullshit god needs to eat to survive?
A robot one at that.
Right. So you're telling me that my toaster could be a god?
In the first three, it could have definitely been a Transformer.
It's true. Remember that Xbox? Nobody remembers the Xbox 360.
The Mountain Dew machine that was just blasting people too.
Right. There was a Mountain Dew machine. There was an Xbox 360. Got turned into Decepticons.
Get that shit with the PlayStation.
Which nobody has acknowledged the fact. Nobody, not even SJ herself. Why did the Allspark, every time it turned something into a Transformer, why did they automatically become evil? Why did they wake up choosing violence?
Because they've been misused their entire non-life.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
I woke up. I was angry. I know when I wake up after a long nap, I'm very angry.
So, but then you have, so it ends with, so you have Transformers, Revenge of the Fallen, The Age of it. You have Dark Side of the Moon. Wait, what the fuck? I forgot the names.
I don't know. There's a lot of them, and they're all. If you just put a stupid number by it, it'd be a lot easier.
Okay. I got it. So it is Transformers 2007, Transformers Revenge of the Fallen 2009, Transformers Dark of the Moon. Dark of the Moon.
Dark Side of the Moon is a song by
Down-
Pink Floyd.
Right. So Dark of the Moon, which was 2011, which was 2 years. So every 2 years we got another.
Michael
and then
Bay.
Age of Extinction, which was 3 years later in 2014. And then it's The Last Night 2017.
That's 5 Michael Bay films.
Mm-hmm. Which is saying something because Ninja Turtles only lasted 2 movies. Bumblebee came out in 2018, but it was directed by. It doesn't tell me. Apparently, Bumblebee is the one that kind of. Oh, here we go. Okay, so Bumblebee was directed by Travis Knight. Michael Bay was a
N or
producer.
Night with a K.
Night with a K, like a night.
The Last Night.
Mm-hmm.
Night of the Fallen.
And Transformers: Rise of the Beast was directed by Stephen Cable Jr. with Michael Bay as a producer.
That's why they feel kind of still like a Michael Bay versions of them, because they look and kind of flow the same.
And there's another one, apparently. Transformers 1 comes out next year in September. It's listed. I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find. Okay, Transformers 1. In September 2015, Andrew, whatever, who were previously a part of the shared universe writers room, were hired to write the film that will explore the origins of Cybertron with the working title of Transformers One. In April 2020, Josh Cooley signed to direct the animated prequel film. Oh, so it's animated.
Okay. Transformers 1, followed by the sequel, Transformers 1X.
No, Transformers One: Revenge of the Two.
Chris Hemsworth as Optimus Prime. I don't even want to think about that. Chris Hemsworth as Optimus Prime doesn't sound good.
No, it's always been the same dude, right? That plays Optimus in all the movies, everything.
Welling something.
We didn't have him. We had
We had Michael Bailey.
We had Bailey, who was the monkey, Optimus Primal.
No, that was Gary Chalk. We had
him on
Michael
the show, too.
Bailey, who's the backup voice for Optimus Prime,
Okay.
and he also was on the animated version for him as Optimus Prime because he can mimic that voice. Tom Welling. How's it? Couldn't think of it.
Yeah, we had Primal on the show. We haven't had Prime. Not yet.
Yeah, try to go ask Tom Welling if he'll come onto the show.
He might. I mean, he's probably got nothing better to do than to make shitty Transformer movies.
As long as those checks keep cashing, man.
I mean, they add up eventually. Yeah, so it says right here, it's a plot that centers around the origins of the Transformers and explore the events that led Optimus and Megatron to go from being best friends to becoming enemies. I'm so confused because in the first movie they said they were brothers, and now they're just like, oh, they're besties. They were stomping.
That could have been like a
together.
brothers in arms kind of thing.
Oh shit, he's right. By the way, so I just saw his name on here.
Chris Hemsworth.
Oh yes. So, Transformers explore the events that led to Optimus, blah 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 blah, with the plot being mapped around the progress over a trilogy of films, allowing for the Cybertronian characters to progress to whom they are in the live action films. Industrial Lights and Magic will return to provide animation for the film.
Ooh.
Later that month, the title officially confirmed as Transformers One, along with its voice cast consisting of Chris Hemsworth as Orion Pax, Optimus Prime.
I don't even like that. Why'd they give him a different name?
I don't know.
Brian... I guess the Primes might be like a title.
Right, I think so. Scarlett Johansson is going to be in it as Alita 1. Keegan Michael Key as Bumblebee. That's going to be interesting. And John Hamm as Sentinel Prime.
Ooh, John Hamm. He's got a deep voice.
Oh shit! And Lawrence Fishburne's going to be in it as Alpha Trion.
I'm sure Transformers fans know all of these characters there by their names. I'm like, I just found out recently that Sam Witwicky was an actual character from the 80s show.
Really? I didn't know that. I thought it was just made up for the fucking films.
Witwicky was an actual, and I was like, that's a real fucking name? They just pulled it out of their ass? It was true.
I thought they did pull it out of their ass. That sounds like a name they pulled out of their ass.
Took me, I was like today's years old when I found out by watching the random video. So all the robots have specific names, and Transformers fans all know the names of these robots. So I'm like, I don't know. I know Prime, Optimus Prime, because
I know Optimus. I know Hotshot,
Megatron,
Starscream, Bumblebee, Megatron. Oh, I just said those.
The 4. I think I might be able to get to 5.
Rat Trap. That's Beast Morphers.
Yeah, you can't do Beast Wars because then I can maybe get to 8.
Shit. Rampage.
Did you first watch Beast Wars or Transformers?
I watched. Believe it or not, I watched Beast Machines. So I don't know which one is
something else.
So, no. It was called. What the fuck was it called? Because there's 2 of them. One that's like set in the future. It's so fucking weird.
The CG one.
Or the CG one that's there's one where it's like completely CG and they're out in the open, and like
that's Beast Wars.
That one's set. So that's the first series.
Yeah. There's
and that
a
one's
sequel
set in the future, but there's a sequel that's set in the past.
Well, there's the Beast Wars was the one that's like on
So
the
Beast
savannah
Wars,
and the forest and everything,
right?
and then
That's
they're
the first one.
just in the sequel to that one. They're on like a robot planet,
They're on
like
Cybertron in
Cybertron.
the past.
Yeah,
So the
because
first
they
one is in the
found the
future.
machine that they found the ship on the planet they're on that let them time travel to the past, which by their actions also fucked up the possibility of it landing, where they actually stopped that from happening. Because Beast Wars fucked up their own timeline really easily, but who cares? They're there to sell toys. But so I started
Yeah,
with
it
Beast
didn't
Wars
make
too.
it didn't make a lot of sense.
I didn't watch Transformers first. I had no idea who Optimus Prime was. I just knew Optimus Primal. Like, oh, cool, gorilla. The rhinoceros was my favorite. He was my favorite one.
I hate that I like the Velociraptor, and he kind of gets like killed off like in the very beginning of the Beast. So it's Beast Wars and then Beast Machines, just for the record.
Yeah, he gets ganked, switches sides, then dies. Spoilers if you didn't see this series from the late '90s.
The '90s. They're almost 30 years old. Then spoiler alert.
If you haven't seen it, don't worry. Some of these characters don't show up in the movie, so
They don't make it past the first episode. Yeah, like, am I tripping or like? Okay, let's just talk about it because at this point, if you haven't seen it, you're not gonna fucking watch it.
Spoilers for Beast Wars, the series from the
No, I
1990s.
meant Transformers the movie with
It's been
Rise
2
of the
weeks.
Beast.
You're good.
Has it?
I don't fucking know. I didn't watch it.
Anyways, so like they only have like, so they're called
It should be Maximals.
Maximals, yes. They're called Maximals, and then they don't have the bad guys in there at all for them.
So
They
no Waspinator, no Arachnabcon.
No Cockroach Con. No.
I don't think there's a cockroach.
Cockroach.
There's a spider, a wasp.
None of the bad guys. None of the bad guys.
Man, those were the cool looking ones.
The only bad guys in the movie are like Unicron's henchmen, like Darkseid or whatever the fuck his name
That
was.
would be DC again.
No, okay. What's his name? What the fuck is the name of the bad guy from Transformers: Rise of the Beast?
Megatron.
What? No, Megatron's not in the film.
Starscream. Dinobot. Also, that's a dumb name. That was the name. No, that was the name of the Velociraptor. It was just called Dinobot. He was had the dumbest name.
Hold on, let me see. Okay, all it says right here. In the movie, the character pulling the strings. They're called Terracons. So in the movie, they're called Terracons. Okay, so who are the Terracons? I'm investigating.
We're trying to remember stuff from a show from the 90s and a movie that came out recently and about what they missed.
So the Terracons are... Damn it, it doesn't even give me the names. What
be their names?
Bro, that's what I typed in.
What it be?
What the hell? These aren't the... Oh, Scourge. Scourge is the... That's right. So in Rise of the Beasts, one of the names is Scourge. That's kind of the only really one that I caught. And they have Freezer. Jesus Christ. From Dragon Ball.
Oh no, Freezer.
Okay, so the original Terracons comprise 5 members. Hunger, Blot, Cutthroat, Ripper Snapper, and Sinner Twin. Jesus, these are awful.
So, like,
these
really
are some
weird
horrible names. I'm glad they changed it to Scourge. I thought that was stupid, but that's much better. So it's weird because they start off with so they have none of the Decepticons, they have none of the Predacons, but like the planet for the the Maximals, it was destroyed. So are they dead? Like it's kind of hinted that they're dead. But they do acknowledge the fact that the Decepticons, not Decepticons, they acknowledge they never say Decepticons, or at least not that I remember.
Predacons.
But they say that like there's a war on Cybertron and that Optimus Prime is been fighting it with the Autobots for years. In this movie, though, Optimus isn't all wise and knowing. He's not like, he doesn't come out the fucking gate as Yoda. He still doesn't trust humans. He's got like a lot to learn. Even Primal's like, either this isn't the Optimus Prime that I that I heard about. Like, man, he's still learning. Cut him some fucking slack. He's not like, he's not gonna be born Yoda. He's not like, oh yes, humans we must work with.
Optimus Prime.
And he's all in there like, I don't trust humans. Get rid of them. Autobots. And then he starts talking all kinds of shit. And so they're like, so the movie was, it was pretty cool. I mean, the one thing I fucking hated though is the Maximals do not fucking transform until the very end. Like
Well,
they stay in
if you
animal
pay
form.
attention to the show, they have to stay in animal form so that the energon radiation doesn't affect their robotic figures.
They didn't acknowledge that shit in this movie.
They just didn't transform them. Like,
They just didn't transform, but they
there's
were
robot
surrounded by
animals.
energon. Nobody questions that they're like that their animals eat. Like they live in a small fucking village in South America, and the people
But
are
like
like, whatever.
Optimus was transformed though, like robot form.
Optimus became the truck.
Was he the truck the entire time?
No, he was more the robot than he was the truck.
Right. So the theory that they need to transform to in the other form to not be affected by it doesn't work because
How does it affect them though?
the radiation, the excessive radiation from the energon seize up
Bigger?
and like have like radiation sickness. They just start to pass out. That's too much.
That's so stupid.
That's why they could keep them in the animal form, not the robot form.
That's so fucking stupid.
So in theory, the same thing should happen to the other ones.
They don't acknowledge that theory though.
Yeah.
Like, it was just never explained why they waited. Like, if you have never seen the show, then you have no fucking clue. Like, why did they wait till the end?
Yeah.
And then
in the show, I guess there's a reason
crossover. By the way, they're gonna have a crossover with G.I. Joe.
Isn't it like Channing Tatum in both of them?
No, they're rebooting that universe too.
Of course.
So, at the very end of the movie, the guy's like, "Oh, like the main character is trying to get a job, and he goes to this job interview." So, and then he's like, "Oh yeah, I was out of town." Oh, and the guy that's doing the interview, like, "Yeah, how, He's like, "Oh, what'd you go to town for?" "Oh, business, just there mostly. I didn't get to." "Oh yeah, it's such a shame that you didn't get to fully experience Peru while you were there." And he's like, "I never said Peru." He's like, "You didn't?" It's like, and then he's like, "Oh, I know all about you and your friends. Like, we're fighting a war. We're part of a secret government agency, and we're fighting a war, and we want you to be part of it." And then he gives him a little business card, and it says G.I. Joe. And he opens up like a door to a secret room, and it's like this massive fucking factory inside this little bitty ass building. And I'm led to believe that nobody has noticed this expanded part of the building.
If you ever worked at like any type of large place, and they start having construction somewhere else, you immediately start asking questions about, hey, what are they putting over there? And then if no one answers you, someone goes and takes a look. And then you wonder why Mike hasn't been to work in 4 weeks. And turns out they killed him.
Yeah, too. Well, he asked too many questions. Mike's dead. Everyone get back to work and, mind your business. I think, like, I can see what they're trying to do now. Marvel has really fucked up movies. Like, let's think about that for a second, though. Because whenever you watch movies back in the day, you talk about back in the 90s, back in early 2000s, you really saw it for, like, the star power, not the actual movie itself. Because nobody gave a shit about Predator until after they saw it. The reason why we saw it was because it was an Arnold movie, and then we saw it like, holy shit, Predator's awesome. But like, people really saw movies for the star power back in the day, where now like star power doesn't really accumulate too much. Like Vin Diesel, by the way, like hates what's his face, Aquaman.
Jason Momoa. Vin Diesel hates everyone that takes the star away from him.
I didn't even see the movie, but I kind of want to see it now, just to spite Vin Diesel because I'm so sick of him. sick of his shit. They got rid of The Rock because like The Rock was outshining him. Now he's pissed at Jason Momoa because Jason Momoa is like stole the spotlight.
Yeah, it turns out that no one likes the generic, small, white, kind of Italian bald guy. They want
Is
all
he
the other cool
white?
guys.
What the fuck is he?
He's something. His name certainly isn't Vin Diesel
His brother is John Cena, and like
in that
who
movie.
in that movie, and John Cena's white as shit, and then his sister is Mia, and she's
Who's
like she looks Latina, and it's like I'm confused. What the
a
fuck?
family,
Like, do they have different like moms or dads, or
big family.
it's a big fucking family? And like they're adding Paul Walker's character back in the movie without Paul Walker, and they're gonna give him a send off. Are they gonna kill the character off now? And nobody has stayed dead that has died in those movies, except what's her face, the girl that plays Wonder Woman. She has not come back.
She's probably too expensive.
Probably.
No one, they could just replace her with any hot chick, and no one will care.
No, she's Wonder Woman now, so I think people do care somewhat.
Well, yeah, but she's not going to draw. It's about economics. She's not going to draw more people to it than any other hot woman that you're going to put in that role. So
That's true.
But like Dwayne Johnson's going to draw, and John Cena's going to draw, Momoa's going to draw. Those will bring in other people.
I know because Uzi was talking to me about it. Like he saw Fast and Furious 10, and he said that he loved it, and that Jason Momoa stole the show, and like Vin Diesel's pissed. I actually read in an article that Vin Diesel's pissed.
I'm upset they didn't call it Fast 10 Your Seatbelts. I was really hoping for that one.
But you know what's crazy? This is part 1 to a trilogy.
What? It's already a trilogy. It's more than a trilogy. It's
Right,
10.
but like they say this is the end, like this is it. This is the last ride. They've expanded the story to 2 or 3 movies.
It's fucking Attack on Titans all over again.
For real. Literally they're pulling the Attack on Titan, they're pulling the Harry Potter.
Last season, second half, part 2, 1 of 5. Like, what? Fucking hell.
What the fuck is up with that, by the way?
They just want to keep milking it more and more.
Can they just like let it die? I mean,
No.
Attack on Titan is not as good as everyone says it is. I really don't agree with, like, everyone's talking about how great it is and how amazing it is. It's shit.
It's just, I think it's because it came out of nowhere, because it wasn't it wasn't a shonen. It wasn't one of the other big producers. It was a manga that just got really popular, and they'll ride it till it dies. It's just the weird Flesh Gundam anime, so. Attack on Titan peak 2015, 2016. Was it like season 1 or 2?
For what? Attack on Titan? I've never seen it.
I saw the first season and like the first half of the second season and decided I don't need this anymore.
I watch one of those channels where they summarize everything.
Those are handy. I ain't got time to watch a whole season.
Yeah, and I watched it. I was like, oh, this is shit. This is horrible. This is stupid. Let me move on.
I would watch parts of the seasons and they're like, oh, these people died. It's like, oh, cool. Then I see stuff for the next season. Like, they're back. It's like, why are they back? And then it turns out they can revive people. And
So I was kind of hoping when I watched this, and I was like, I was kind of hoping it'd be more like Godzilla, but this was just like not good. And then like they made a Godzilla anime, and it was just horrible.
Because it's better the way you remember it.
Well, Godzilla is only better as Godzilla's meant to be a movie, not a show.
Yeah, we like it for the Godzilla monsters, the big things. Oh no, he disappeared. Can I still hear you though? Nope, he's dead to me. Dead forever.
Nah, somebody was knocking at my door.
There was that. Okay. I was going to say, there was a manga that came out. It's getting a anime called Kaiju number 7. I don't know. It's a giant monster
Well,
anime.
when it comes, I don't know if you ever saw the. So there's two Godzilla animated shows. There's an anime. I forgot what it's called. Something something Godzilla. Something 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 Godzilla.
Dark
Yeah.
Side.
And then there's Godzilla, the Netflix animation show that came out, which ended. Thank God. It had a lot of potential to be great, but then it just kind of I don't know what happened, but it's just horrible. Like
I remember the Godzilla 2000 TV show off of the Zilla version of Godzilla. It's a
I'm trying
cartoon.
to think of it.
It
Oh
was
yeah, I know what
okay.
you're talking about.
In that version, Zilla actually had like a nuclear breath, but they didn't have it in the movie.
So the the crazy thing about that. So I don't know if you guys. So there's an animated TV show called Godzilla, which is a sequel to the actual series, to the movie that came out. And I think that's what it's called. I think he said it was Godzilla Earth. And then Sonic's got us on the comments.
Tackle
It
Titan.
peaked.
That's when it came out. I think. I don't know.
I don't
I'm
know. I
old
don't know when
now.
it came out. I know it's been out for like almost 10 years now because it takes 2 years for a season to come out. All right. So we were talking. Okay. So I was looking up. So it came out in like 1999, 2000, something like that. It was, and then it was actually a sequel. So the Godzilla animated series that came out that was connected to the movie was actually based off of the script from the actual sequel of the movie. Like it was meant to. That's how the movie was going to be.
Ooh.
But I don't know. I saw the show, and I think the cartoon was a lot better than the actual movie, which is saying something.
Yeah, 1998 Godzilla got its own show on Fox Kids. I remember it. It's nice.
Another show that I started watching Bleach too. Bleach is
Oh,
interesting.
jeez.
I never could get into Bleach, man. I don't know how people. Yeah, that's
I
the one we're
liked it,
talking
but
about. That's the show that we're talking about.
I liked Bleach, except for they didn't ever keep it on the characters I liked, so I stopped watching it.
I just don't like how like Ichigo is this OP broken. Like he has every power that exists in this universe.
He does literally every single thing that pops up. He's Quincy Hollow, Arankar, Fullbringer,
Power Ranger,
Quentin Power Ranger, Quentin Tarantino, Foot
Spirit
Fetish, all the things. He's
Detective,
everything.
Saiyan,
He's a lawyer.
Detective Conan, Lupin the Third, Powers, Ben 10, all of it.
It's like someone made a fan fiction of Bleach, and then they just made that the anime.
Pretty much. That's how Bleach feels. Bleach is pretty bad, and I'm actually like when it comes to anime right now, I'm actually really behind on like My Hero. Uh, when John Gramillion was on the show, I literally admitted that I stopped watching after the Gentle Criminal because like I lost access to 17's Funimation account.
No, sorry, I haven't watched your show you're in. I can't steal from
We weren't
someone
stealing.
else.
We trade accounts. So hey, I'll trade you my Hulu for your Funimation, or I'll trade you my Amazon for your
Crunchyroll. Which one's? I think Amazon has a better value in it. You gotta be careful with that one.
Yeah, I gotta be careful. But we share this account, so I'm gonna share this with y'all. So we have so every time you buy a DVD, you buy a Blu-ray, you buy anything physical, it comes with the digital download, right? So like every time we buy something, we get it digitally because we get those codes. We've accumulated 141 movies
Jesus,
because we buy that's how we get the. These are all our streaming movies.
it's a lot of movies.
I mean, yeah, because we also get code. Like people, like ask people, like, "Hey, you bought the Blu-ray? Can I have your code?" They're like, "Yeah, I'm not going to redeem it." They don't
Uh,
realize like it's cheaper to buy the Blu-ray because it comes with the digital copy and the DVD.
uh,
And I
I
signed up
I'm
for
not a person
Voodoo.
who watches like a movie more than twice, so I don't.
Oh yeah,
So
I
I'll
got
like
you.
watch something like one time, maybe twice, and I'm like, all right, I'm good. I don't need to
See
watch
these
this ever
movies right
again.
here? See these shitty movies?
Rudy, that's a good movie.
Okay, not Rudy, but I meant like Soul Survivors, which has like a 4% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Jesus.
Or I didn't really like this movie.
The producers, that's a good one.
It got 51%.
Yeah.
Psycho got 40. Paranormal Activity got 83%.
A Knight's
Balance
Tale, that's good.
got 18. That one got 59. This one's pretty good. So these movies are here.
Ghost.
So from this one, okay, so from these all the way down, when you signed up for Voodoo and you redeemed like you signed up and you actually redeemed something, they gave you like all these movies for free just for signing up. Because this is when they were first starting. This is when they were trying to get like people to start buying movies digitally. And it caught on, and now they don't do that shit no more. They don't give you free anything, not even a discount. But we signed up, and then it's not. So these are the first and then we got these, and then these were the first codes we redeemed, and then it's just like we started redeeming more and more and more. This is my favorite. This is one of my favorite movies.
Wolf of Wall Street.
Yes, it's so great. If you haven't seen it, you need to watch it, guys. It's amazing.
How
This
many
movie,
Fast and Furiouses do you have?
I have all of them because my brother bought the. No, not all of them. Sorry, I have the first 8.
Do you have Tokyo Drift?
Yes, my brother bought the Blu-ray 7-pack when it came out, and it came with the code for all the movies. So I asked him if I could have it, and he said yes. They don't do the free thing anymore. This is when they were first, because they were trying to become popular as an incentive. Like, hey, sign up and get digital movies, and we'll give you these free movies. They don't do that shit no more. Now, like it's people do it anyway. So like he bought the 7-pack, and I got all those. My my ex girlfriend, she had linked her Disney account, like this Disney Blu-ray purchasing bullshit account. So that's how I got all the Disney movies. Um, then my Zelda's mom started buying a shit ton of movies, and we started redeeming those. Who the fuck gave me Chicago?
Ooh.
I've never seen this movie. Who's been watching it? There's an interesting YouTube video about Too Fast, Too Furious. Yeah. Uh, like you ever seen that episode of American Dad where they just like
It's super gay.
it's like
They
all the
tone
movies
it
are just
down for the
gay,
American audience. For the American audience.
but the French audience it's like it's untouched. It turns out that it's just a gay romantic like speed racing movie, but they tone it. Yeah, they cut out all the gay scenes in the movie. I don't know why I like this movie, but I like this one.
Which one is it?
It's called Middle School: The Worst Year of My Life. I took my brother to see it when he was like little, and I actually like. There are some movies that are kids movies that I actually think that are good. I don't know. I actually got mad that this got redeemed on my account.
Ghostbusters?
Yeah.
The reboot.
So it's no longer canon. I got Harambe the movie.
God.
Uh, I can't wait till they make the sequel of this. Ready Player 2. But here we go. The Flash Point Paradox. It even has a 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. That is fucking insane. And they hate DC. But so actually these were pretty cool. So if you bought the Spider-Man Funko Pops, you got the movies for free digitally.
Ooh,
So we bought those pops for the movies.
gotta have my pops.
Yep, gotta have the pops. Yep. I forgot all about. I forgot that was a thing. So what are so if you're watching this right now, let us know in the comment section what are your top 10 favorite movies of all time. We're talking about we're also going to talk about conventions because me and Jace actually have a lot of conventions. Jace is Jace, besides being a parent and a good responsible adult and a
Ah,
good friend.
not responsible.
Yeah, you are.
It's nice. I'm a nice person.
Nice person, my ass. What are some of your favorite movies? We're going to talk about cons as well because Jace has A Fest coming up at the end of the month. At
End
the
of
end of
July.
July. At the end of July. That's what I meant.
Month and a half away. I think my favorite movie that I've come down to is probably Tombstone.
Have you seen this one? Hold on.
I've seen a lot of movies. Again, Tombstone's one of the few movies I watch more than once. I watch it over and over again. I'm always down to watch Tombstone.
Have you seen this? The Justice League Dark movie?
Yeah, I've seen all the Justice League Dark animated ones because I
Dude,
think they're really good.
for those of you that haven't seen this movie is insane. It's rated R for a reason.
Mm-hmm. That's really. I don't know how to ranking my top 10 movies. I don't know because I like different kinds of movies. I don't know which one I'd put ahead of the others because I don't really watch movies over and over again.
Oh, I've seen this movie 3 times just so I could see the gruesome deaths because they are so bad. The reason why it's rated R, not because it's cussing or has like nudity or any of that shit. It's because of the death scene. They have some characters that die and they fucking go brutally, like horror movie. Look, they're trying to steal my money. I own this stupid movie.
Watch again. Just pay this. That's mine.
I own it because I redeemed the code. Can I watch it? Yeah, I can. I'm gonna stop sharing.
It's gonna get,
We're gonna get flagged. No, but I really like that movie. It's such a great movie. If you haven't seen it, the movie's so good. Oh my god! But you have to watch the other movies.
you gotta get attached to the characters. That way, when they just get horribly murdered,
If they get eaten, it's not gonna mean shit to you.
it's who the fuck was that?
Yeah, for real. And then it's oh, and then there were some characters. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it.
That's what they get.
That's what they get. And it's so you have to get attached to certain characters to watch this movie, just so you can just watch them get brutally murdered.
The King Shark scene, that was funny.
King Shark is a shark. Shark is a shark.
It was an honor to serve you. What? You son of a...
Yeah, he's like, you've got to be shitting me. That was great. The whole movie's just amazing. They did a really good job. I feel like that's... If they could just base off the live action movies based off of the animated universe, DC would actually be a lot better than Marvel.
Yeah. Just give us the live action version of that. And then we'll be good.
I don't understand why the Flash movie was not like the Flashpoint Paradox because they have the rights to all the characters. They could have made it like that.
It would have been perfect, but no.
Instead of another Batman, we could have not Bruce Wayne Batman. We could have gotten Thomas Wayne Batman.
You could have put in all those characters that you're not going to use, for the last time, with their actors that are only on the contract for one more movie.
In their defense, though, even though it's called the Flashpoint Paradox, it is a Justice League movie.
Yeah, call it Justice League Flashpoint Paradox. There you go.
And that movie's so great. Hi, I'm new at this. There's a great live stream you got there, dude. Oh, thank you. Finally, some compliments. Uzi just comes in here and talks shit.
It's hey, you suck. Rude.
trash channel.
As true as you may be in your statement. How dare
Such a
you?
trash channel. All y'all do is talk shit about Matsuri. Fuck Matsuri.
Hey. Oh well, it's been 0 days, so
Every show.
I tried to avoid saying the name at the beginning of this, but no,
That is what we're known for, sir.
you got to
It's
hint
like
at it.
we don't
Tease.
even hate Matsuri as much as we make everybody think we
We
do.
like the ambiance of making fun of them.
Yeah, it's just a running joke that we just ran with.
Kicking someone while they're down is fun. I mean, don't do that. You get in trouble.
Yeah, don't listen to Jace. Don't do that.
Bad advice. Knock them down first so you get credit for it.
True. You got to make sure people are watching though. If you do it while in an empty room, it doesn't count.
Rub some dirt in their eyes.
It's time to. Speaking of fucking anime Matsuri.
Oh boy.
Oh, they updated their guest.
Who they announced cancel? Oh, they don't announce cancellations till the day of.
They added 1, 2, 7 whole new guests.
Mm.
They added the very K-pop group.
A very K-pop group.
They had to put that they're from South Korea, so we're not confused.
It's K-pop. K-pop is Korean pop music.
They have Saraku. I don't know.
Shishomaru.
Shishomaru. They have 1, 2. So they have a genius. So check this out. They have a fashion designer. They have Daisuke Ichikawa and Kiki Goto, and they're called fashion designers. But they have Shunsuke Harasagawa, and he's called a genius fashion designer. Ooh.
It means he can also help you with your tech support.
Mm-hmm. They have Cynthia.
With Apple products.
Who the hell is Cynthia Kranz? So far, they have Linda. Poor Linda. They roped her into that. They got the cosplayer from Poland. Nice to know we have some variety from people that we don't really know. The one from Ukraine. They got another one.
Who?
It just says cosplayer.
It says cosplayer. Does it say their name?
Hannah. It says Hannah Bunny. And Vix once again returning. Because
they go hand in hand like lotion and.
At this point, they're butt buddies.
Lotion and tissue.
Yeah, they're butt buddies at this point. So they're announcing a guest every week until the convention. So far, it's a lot of Japanese guests. And it looks like, so it's 1, 2, I don't know who Cynthia Kranz is. American actress primarily known for extensive voice dubbing anime shows many have aired on Cartoon Network. The Fort Worth, Texas native has been active. It doesn't say what she's been in, it just says she's a voice talent.
The comment here says live action version of Batman the Animated Series when. It's like they could do it. They have a streaming channel now.
Okay, so she was in Yu Hakusho, Shin-Chan. Okay, she must have had a minor role in Yu Hakusho because she's listed twice.
Shin-Chan. It's got like 4 voice actors.
Yeah, pretty much. Ace Attorney, Sister Bikini Season 2. Wait, is this the same person?
Ooh, Sister Bikini. It's
they
good to see.
Look completely different. A lot of Bamboo Blade, Beck, something. Beat the Van. Ugh.
I just heard you say Meat Beat.
Yeah,
like,
something like that.
You're on camera. Don't do that.
Black Blood Brothers. Never heard of that. Okay. I'm sorry. Case closed. As Mitch Tennyson, various other various voices. D. Grayman. I've heard of that one.
This is a series called Jesse Remembers the Name to an Anime.
So she's Teen Chi-Chi in Dragon Ball. She's in Dr. Stone as Illumi. Dead Man Wonderland. I've heard of that.
That's
Dragon Ball Z as Chi-Chi. She's the adult. Oh, wait, she's Chi-Chi? Okay. She's Chi-Chi in the Dragon Ball series, in all of them. Okay, that's... why have I never heard of her? Full Metal Alchemist, she's a... Papaya? I don't know. Panaya? I almost said papaya. Uh,
Papaya.
Papaya.
Remember that character, Papaya
Yeah.
from Full Metal Alchemist.
I think
Yeah.
that's just I think that's just a running joke nowadays. Now Jesse just gets all the names wrong.
Jesse
Like
Jesse
like
takes a guess.
yeah, Miller Lite who plays the Flash. Okay, here we go. Here's a good one. She plays Suzori Shirahara in Kenichi, the Mighty's Disciple.
I'm trying to remember who
You
Shizori
can tell which
was.
ones I like and which ones I don't like based on how well I say the name.
Was Shizori the apprentice or like the ninja lady?
I think Suzori is the ninja.
The ninja lady who can use anything as a weapon.
I think so.
I
Don't
like Kenichi. That's a good series.
I like that series too. Oh no, she's the mom.
Ah,
Yeah, I recognize her because she like
I love that is a good dynamic with Kenichi's family and the people at the temple.
because her mom was kind of popular. The daughter even looks just like her. I wonder if he looks more like the one of his senseis looks more like I think he could have been his dad and not his actual dad. It's so weird.
Oh,
So
the
she
blind
so she
one you're talking about.
is he blind? He
Is
was
he the
he's
blind one or the pervert?
no he's not blind, is he?
One of the senseis.
Yeah, he's not blind.
The blind one is the one who can do medical stuff. The pervert's the one with the bowler hat and wears green.
Right. He's the one that he's the master of the ancient Chinese kung fu, right? Was it kung fu or is it some kind of different Chinese art? Either way, no, he's not blind, is he? He's not blind.
I think he's the judo. The medical one is the judo specialist, but he's blind.
His name is Akasami.
Akisame.
Akisame. Let's find out.
And I think that's the guy. I think that's the pervert one.
No, that's the one you think is blind. Yeah, his name is Akisame. Akisame Kojesuji.
What color shirt is he wearing?
He's the philosophical one.
Right, he's blind.
He's jujitsu master, one of the senior, and voiced by. He's not blind, is he?
There's the blind one. There's the drunk one. There's the child Muay Thai user, the pervert, and then the old one with a beard who's Mui's grandfather.
Oh, here we go. Somebody asked the same question. No, wait, that's different. That's a different character. Never mind. No, that's confused. They ask if he's blind, and then they talk about a different character.
Dude's got glassed over eyes, and I think they
He
mentioned
might
the
be
blind
just high.
dude.
He just might be high.
It's very high. It's white. The anime Matsuri, yes, I got an online friend who dislikes about their toxic con, especially those toxic owners. Yeah, we don't like them at all, especially for numerous reasons.
Yeah, we hate them. I hate them. We're known for hating on them.
They
But
don't
it's a
pay
joke.
their
Now,
guest. They won't cancel. They won't announce any cancellations of their guests until the start
that
of the
goes for
convention.
panels too.
Start of the convention. They'll make sure you show up. They don't want you asking for a refund, which you can't do anymore. There are no refunds.
In this house, we dunk on Matsuri.
In this house, dunk on Matsuri.
That's right. So, I mean, they really don't have I really don't give a shit about Vic. I don't know what Vic got accused of being creepy with underage girls.
Getting Vic Mignogna at Matsuri is like Kyle Hebert at any Texas convention. It's like guaranteed.
Getting Vic, Kyle, who?
Kyle Hebert, Gohan.
Oh right, Haber. That's right. Sorry.
It's Hebert. You do not pronounce H.
Whatever, Kyle.
It's a silent
Gohan.
H.
Hebert. Whatever. A bear. He's a bear.
He's a big guy too.
Yeah, he is. There you go. There you go. Kyle's on the show. Welcome, Kyle.
He's right there. I don't know. It's Hebert.
But when is Anime Matsuri this year? I think it's in August. Yeah, it's August. Holy shit! It's the week after our birthday. Me and Sonics have the same birthday. It's on
August
the August the
14th.
10th. What are you looking at where it says August the 14th? No, they
I'm
start on
just saying
Thursday.
things.
So they start on Thursday, and damn it, their fucking stupid website is stupid.
August 10th through the 13th.
So you got to see this shit.
I don't want to look at their website. Does
No,
it count
just
like a view if we view it and then other people view it?
yeah, it does count. But look, you can barely see their fucking menu.
Hey, Jesse, I thought you were going to Monster.
Fuck you, I'm not that big.
I was talking about the Pikachu.
Oh shit. What am I doing?
You didn't see the Pikachu?
No, I didn't. All I saw was that grown ass man in a thong.
Sumo.
I would get murdered. This guy is a professional, sir. He would kill me.
Sumo's fun
I,
to watch.
look, dude, I'm telling you, I can't see any of this shit. Like, it's hard to fucking see. Like, look at this shit. Oh my god, when I zoom in, it doesn't increase the size of the. Oh, it does. I have to hover over it to see the menus. Who designed this shit? Get your money back, John.
John.
Jesus Christ.
John
He
did
doesn't.
it.
He didn't design this. There's not enough pictures of half naked girls. Oh my god. Oh my god. Tell me that doesn't look like SJ.
It does. You clip that picture. It's like, SJ, what are you doing here?
Yeah, what are you doing there, SJ? So I think that might be a guy. I see facial hair. I don't know. I'm not gonna misgender somebody. SJ, what are you doing there?
SJ, is this you? Put an arrow.
Yeah, for real. I'm gonna send it to her later. I'm gonna ask her, is this you? You at the enemy's camp? Yeah, no, it's from Thursday, which is kind of so. Do you prefer like, and that's another great question. Do you prefer cons from Thursday to Sunday or from Friday to Monday?
I don't like Mondays. Just like Garfield, I don't like them as stuff. So I would rather it be a Thursday through Sunday kind of thing,
Mm-hmm.
and just space your time out there, because I don't want to take time off of work on the first week and a second week just to get stuff in. I think this for A-Fest, I took off Friday and Monday though, because their convention goes on into Monday, so I went ahead and took that day off for it. But I don't typically do 4 full days.
I'm sorry, but I will never stop. Egg cosplay. If you're still here, I need you to see this shit. I will never stop talking shit about this.
Donations.
Donate to Anime Matsuri. Sales end on August 13th. Fees and taxes will be calculated before you place your order. So let's see.
Don't put that information in.
Yeah, I'm not. So I guess they. Okay, I accidentally got off that page, and now I can't find the damn menu. Oh, here we go. Badges. I will never not shit on that, dude. Like, how do you wake up at night and think that that's a good idea when your goddamn badges are that much?
And there's fees on top of the flat number.
Mm-hmm. Look at this.
$375.
You can get a PlayStation 5 for that much.
This Keyblade put in the comments, says sure beats this year's Anime Expo. It's like Saturday through Tuesday.
Yeah, that's actually kind of stupid.
Gross.
That's horrible.
I don't like what you would even do for a Monday and Tuesday. Although Anime Expo is like a completely different monster. It's
No,
a giant convention.
I have a job. I have a life. I got shit to do.
Wait, it's still the same amount of time you'd be taking off for like a Friday through Monday.
Friday
con.
feels better though. Like Friday just feels like it's the weekend. You earned it. Where
I'd
now
rather end a week early than start a week late.
right. Yeah, because then it kind of messes with your flow, your feng shui, as some people will say.
Yep, they say feng shui.
Feng shui. Yeah, I got it. Woo! I finally got something right. I don't know how I feel about this. Let's see. What if I did $50? Would they charge me a fee?
I don't think it'll show up till you put information in.
Mm-hmm. They do it through Eventbrite.
Because they don't know a delivery. Look, there's a number there for delivery, for charging a delivery of a donation.
Yeah, like why are they giving me like a one e-ticket?
Should stop sharing screen, put in some information, and see what happens.
Oh, look at right here, advertisement.
An advertising fee for
No, they have advertising. So instead of buying your stupid badge, volunteering is a great opportunity to earn your pass. Fill out our application here before you purchase. Okay, let's.
What if they have your VPN blocked?
They blocked my VPN.
Fuck, I got you.
Ah, shit. Let's see. App. Would it be under applications? Oh, it's for the actual damn app.
Last year's expo was Friday to Monday, which makes sense. It's a good time period.
Okay. Considerations. Okay. Stop. It auto-populated my info. I was going to put, let me see. Media outlet. Let's put we're from Mexico.
Instantly banned. San Diego Comic-Con.
Who do you think? Who do they think they're sending? Yep. Let me see. What's a subs sins? Wonder if anybody gets that reference. Oh, please provide exam. Yeah, I'm done. I'm done trolling. Yeah, we're done trolling them. I'm not gonna get in trouble. Yeah, but this shit pisses me off, man. How are they gonna ask for donations? They're already overcharging. I bet you they're asking donations from the people that already bought badges.
Spend a little more money and get nothing in return.
Get sexually harassed at the con. Oh, don't forget when they remember. Okay.
They're charging you fees for shipping of a badge that you can pick up in person.
Right. Yeah. With Anime Matsuri, we're gonna do a special for Anime Matsuri, like we always do. We're gonna do it that Friday. If Jace and Sonic come on, that they can. We're definitely gonna allow people to join the show, but we're gonna pre-screen you before you show up, so we don't see your hot dog on the channel. We don't need a repeat of that shit. Well, with that being said, we're actually gonna go ahead and cut it off early today. Jace, actually, his headset's dying, so he's got to go.
It beeped at me. It's not a good sign.
Yeah, that usually means you got like 10 or 15 minutes left.
That was like 10 or 15 minutes ago.
That's right. All right, guys. Jace, go ahead and promote your stuff. I know you do D&D and other stuff. And fantasy
I
shit.
stream Dungeons and Dragons on Twitch every Tuesday at the Black Tower Stories on Twitch. They also go up our YouTube channel by the same name. And I cosplay, but that's not important.
Yeah, but tell us about A Fest.
A Fest, I'm planning on running a panel there, but I will also be cosplaying all kinds of things. Coming up on end of last week of July, and it's gonna be hot. I don't know. I'm not really good at promoting since I don't know what I'll be doing yet. We have a panel planned, but we won't know it gets approved until like 2 or 3 weeks beforehand.
All right. Sounds good. We also will be at BlahCon and Delta next week. Not this weekend that's coming up, but next weekend. We'll be at BlahCon and Delta. We have 6 panels for BlahCon on Saturday, and we have 5 panels for Delta between Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. 2 on Friday, 2 on Saturday, 1 on Sunday. We'll also be at Anime Texas, possibly doing karaoke for them. Uh, we might also be there's another anime. There's another convention coming up. I forgot the name of it. It's a gaming con. It's the weekend after uh, Anime Texas, but I might be there, but I might not be cosplaying because Zelda will be here. So Zelda might be on the show. My little girl, she'll be with us. So it just depends. Like, but we did have at least one so far. We have one panel confirmed for Echi Fiesta, and we want to try for for Anime Fest as well. We also have San Japan, which is a possibility. Colossal Con, which we already got our press badges for, not panels approved. Uh, there's also Onicon. There's also Anime North Texas, which is coming back, which we will apply for. Anime Austin, Ushicon, Ikicon, Echi Expo. It's a lot. It's a lot. We're looking at like 15 cons in like 6 months.
It's a lot of cons,
Yeah, but I might not be at every single one.
a lot of pros too,
A lot of pros. A lot of getting our name out there.
pros and cons.
Pros and cons. Decepticons. No,
Maximals.
Maximals. My power is maximum. All right, guys. Thank you for joining us. I know we actually did have a guest today. They're like a fighter. They're like a kickboxer, boxer, MMA fighter. But they couldn't be here today, so they had to cancel because they're actually getting ready for a fight. So that was going to be an exciting podcast. But next week, actually, before we go, I do have a couple things to announce. Next week, for Geeks by Geeks, another podcasting channel, will be joining us, and we will be streaming simultaneously on each other's channels.
Ooh.
That's gonna be cool because they have like a really strong fan base. So like I'm really looking forward to working with them and talking and seeing where how that goes next week. So we did tell everyone that Dark Side of the Community was going to debut on Wednesday next week. That has been postponed. That will now officially debut on Friday during Delta HCon live during the actual convention itself. The Black Files, the Ravens Flock will be joining us to cover that episode and possible other surprise guests. We don't know yet. A lot of people don't want to put their face out there, but if you join our podcast, it's not like this one right here. It's not going to be like this. Like it's going to be more like this, where you can't see anybody. I like
Audio
it.
only.
Yep. Audio only. You can't see our ugly mugs. Can't chase you away.
Can't
But
draw
this is
me.
our yeah, but we can still use this one. So with that being said, like Dark Side of the Community will debut on Friday instead. I'm looking forward to it because it's going to debut during the con. We don't know if we're going to do it from the hotel room or from the convention floor itself, or doing one of the panel rooms. I will talk to the convention and see if we can get a panel room for an hour. I'm really excited about this, guys. This is going to be a very hot topic. Our following topic though will be I don't know when we're going to do this next one, so we're still playing it out by ear because I need to get a full schedule from Jay so we don't collide with his schedule. I don't want to collide with the Ravens flock, but we are working on other topics such as Nice Guys and the Wonderland Maid Cafe. Those are our two next subjects for the Dark Side of the Community. Also, we're just going to go ahead and announce this now. So on August 28th, 1993, Power Rangers officially debuted on television. So August 28th this year is on a Monday. So we will be doing a Power Rangers 30th anniversary tribute. We already have one. We already have a couple big guests. Legit John is joining us as a producer. He will be on the show as a guest, but he's also a producer for the show, so he will be helping produce the show. Uh, Jace's friend will be joining us, Brad Duct Tape.
Hey, Brad.
Brad will be joining us, and our headlining guest so far is Jenna Frank, the daughter of Jason David Frank, who will be a guest on our show, playing tribute to her father, the late great Jason David Frank, for the 30th anniversary. Now we don't know who else is going to be on the show. We don't know what else is going to go on. We can't announce anything yet, but Jenna Frank will officially be on the show, and she is going to play like homage to her father, who was the original Green Power Ranger, original White Power Ranger, who passed away 7 months ago, 7 or 8 months ago. So we will have them on the show, which is going to be awesome. Let me address some chats real quick. Is it 8-bit gaming for what? I'm actually kind of confused.
I think one of the guests you were thinking about having on, or some type of the dark side thing.
I would like to have another guest like that if they're interested. There's just a lot of people that are a little scared. It's not that they don't want to like. It's not that they're scared. You got to understand this is a sensitive top. Like all the topics we're going to talk about are sensitive, and people don't want to be attacked. They actually told me as to why they don't want to do it, but I'm just giving you like a general like response.
The convention they're talking about will be at Delta H, is when they're planning on having the
Right.
live
Delta
one.
HCon is when we will do this podcast live. So Uzi, if you're there and you want to be on the show, just hit me up because you know where we're going to be already. What about Colossal Con, Texas? A friend of mine likes to go there. Sometimes I heard the con is great. It's way
We
better than
had, I think, didn't we have one of the runners or the owner or something on for Colossal Con?
No, we never had anybody from Colossal Con. We'll try to get them on the show. I've already invited them. They haven't responded back. I'm gonna definitely contact them today just so I can get because our July book, I think we have one opening left, and I think other than that we're filled. August we only have 2 openings. No, we have one opening in August because no, we do have 2 openings. I'm sorry, because the Anime Matsuri episode is on a Friday and not a Monday. Which actually, the Anime Matsuri episode is not a Geeks Fiber. So this is called the OG podcast now, where we have Elevation and Dark Side. So those have like different names and stuff like that. Like for instance, we have the logo for Elevation, which is just the one. It's pretty much the background tells you which show it is. So this is the background for Elevation. This is for Dark Side. I don't currently have the one for Geeks Fiber, but it's the one we currently have right now with the bear. Gotta have the bear.
The bear.
The bear, which is a running joke, which became our mascot. It's Jace. Jace is weird.
Those bears are fake.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I can't with that shit. Anyways, all
You
right,
saw
guys.
in the movie that was a fake bear, and you know it.
Was a real bear on coke. All right, guys. Thank you for joining us today. You guys are amazing. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, Instagram, Twitter. Officially, Twitter will become active again for Geeks 5 Ever starting in July. So we're going to be tweeting to all the tweeters. Hey, Twitter's hip.
Yep. Saying it's hip also makes it make you look even more cool.
Yep. Let me get some of them. Let me get what those kids are into nowadays. Them simp bucks.
Money.
Gotta get them simp. All right, guys. Follow us on YouTube. If you're, like I said, subscribe to the channel, ring a ding, the ding-a-ling button. So make sure you click on that bell so you can be notified every time we go live. Because if you don't watch this frequently or on a regular basis, YouTube will stop notifying you when we go live. And Facebook, they don't care unless you're paying for advertisement. They don't give a shit. That's why officially starting this year, we're going to stop. Like I think in October, November, we're no longer going to be on Facebook. And as a matter of fact, the Facebook page itself is coming down to avoid confusion. I don't know. We're still thinking about that.
There's too many pages.
Yeah, there's way too many. It's hard to keep up with all of them, especially when Jace doesn't even help anymore.
That's right. Take that, sucker.
All right, guys. Have a good night. Stay classy. And we'll see you all next. We'll see you all Sunday. I have another Elevation episode. Okuashi and Pixelation will be on the show. So we'll see you on Sunday. Bye, everyone.
Bye, Felicia's.